Hi guys, it's Mike here from KS Bushcraft Down Under. Today I thought I'd take this opportunity to show you two Victorinox knives, a Fisherman and an Angler. They're both 4-layer knives. They're pretty much similar to a climber, with the addition of a fishhook disgorger, which is this fella here. So I've had this one since late 1980s. So weighs in at 99 grams. It's obviously a 91mm knife. It's about 19.5 thick, and we'll run you through the features. So their part number is 1.4733.72, and that's the usual stock and trade. You know, a can opener, flat blader, big flat blader, cap lifter, wire stripper. Fisherman has the scissors, as I call them, and the more modern ones have the baggage hook, or multi-purpose hook as they call it, on the rear. Fishhook disgorger marked in centimeters and inches. Quite a useful tool. Now this tool is good for people that are fishing with a single hook and bait, especially so. So trout, redfin, all these small fish that you are basically going down to retrieve that hook from their gullet, does a good job. Main blade, pin blade. So this one has the Phillips screwdriver tip. It's actually quite a handy tool, and you can get a bit of purchase on it. The multi-purpose hook, as they call it, used to call it baggage hook at one stage. This one doesn't have the raised nail file on it, probably too early for that. And the ream with the hole in it. So all in all, and the toothpick and tweezers, I've been really happy with it. So I think it's a good knife. So now the other one in the range is the Angler. So its number is 1.3653.72. Significantly heavier at 113 grams, and it feels heavier. Still in 91mm pattern. Depending on where you measure it, because it has the corkscrew, I get about 21.5mm. So back to back, you'll see that the corkscrew is much more proud than the Phillips, so it does take up some of the reason. And also the reason is the pliers in this model are 3mm thick, so significantly thicker than the scissors. Okay, so obviously the main difference is this does have a set of pliers. Now you can cut fishing line with these pliers. You do have to open them all the way up to get into that wire cutting notch, so it can cut fishing line, which must be probably the greatest thing I use that for. So where these have the advantage is if you're fishing with small fishing lures. Now you have a trout in your hands that's got a lure with 2 sets of trebles on it, and we've all been stung by the treble hooks. So this can get hold of those treble hooks quite nicely and get them out. Obviously same, corkscrew, cap lifter and can opener, that's the same. Has the same disgorger, but obviously no scissors. So on the back it's a bit smoother. It's got the can opener, which the corkscrew, which I've never found particularly useful, and the same ream. So very, very similar, but it's significantly bigger in your pocket. So they're the two modern iterations. Now you can get these in various colours these days. Now out there, if you're lucky, there is a vintage 5-layer in blue. Now unfortunately I don't have a complete one. I've only had one that was trashed, so I scavenged it for parts, but I'll show you through the features on, which are quite interesting. So in addition, it had a a set of scissors. Now these scissors, as you can see here, are notched. So there's a few different guys with different ideas of what this is for. It's actually for squashing those little split shot lead, opening them and closing them on your line. So they're the only ones I've ever seen with that. They also had a metal file and saw, as they called it. Good if you've got really blunt hooks. The reamer for this generation didn't have the hole, and the Phillips, although the camera can see that at all, there is a slight gap in it. That's designed for those like tins of corned beef with a key on it, to allow you to open that. It's something you do when you're out fishing. So if you like doing a bit of fishing and you want to step up from, say, a basic climber, I think either of these knives are good, depending on your application. Anyway guys, I think I've hit everything there. Yep. And hope you enjoyed this one. If you like my content, please let me out by subscribing, and we'll catch you next time.